The Kansas City Chiefs just got the injury update that we've all been waiting for on cornerback Jalen Watson. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about who's going to start at left tackle for this team on Saturday. So we have a ton of stuff to get to in this video. But if you're new, the best way that you guys can show support on this channel is by hitting the like button and subscribing. My name is Michael Darcy, and you were listening to the KC Sports Report. And before we get started, I want to show you guys a new toy that I got. Listen, my backdrop's not great. I don't claim to have a super high budget value on these videos, but your boy just got an LED sign. So we're going to show this off in some of the videos, but I'm probably going to turn that off because it is a little bit bright. But with that being said, guys, let's get into the main portion of this video, and that's talking about the big Jalen Watson injury update that we have all been waiting for. So this is according to Nate Taylor of The Athletic, one of the very best beat reporters that we have covering this Chiefs team. He said cornerback Jalen Watson is expected to return to the Chiefs starting lineup against the Houston Texans on Saturday. Again, this is all according to Nate Taylor of The Athletic. So I take this as gospel. I think that Nate Taylor is 100% spot on. Jalen Watson is going to be the number 2 starting cornerback on this team on Saturday, which is just fantastic news. We've been waiting for this moment for weeks, and you saw after the Chiefs activated his 21-day practice window that he was going to have an opportunity to play in this game. The question was going to be, did he get enough reps in practice? Did he look okay? Was he feeling healthy enough? And according to Andy Reid, he's probably going to get the nod, which is just fantastic because this defense is going to get a lot better with Jalen Watson on the field. When he got hurt against the 49ers, I believe it was in week 7, you could just see the defense wasn't the same, and the EPA per play absolutely skyrocketed. And so I expect Jalen Watson to come in and make an immediate impact in this defense. And that also allows the Chiefs to play guys like Joshua Williams and Chamari Connor and Najee Johnson back in their role. Now they can be rotational cornerback 2s, and with Jalen Watson potentially not having a snap count in this game because he's expected to start, this is just going to completely change the game for the Chiefs defense. I expect them to be able to blitz a lot more now with, some of the cornerback help. And you're also just going to be able to lock down John Mechie and Nico Collins and I guess Robert Woods of the Texans offense. I think that adding back Watson to the mix this week is a perfect test for him because you're going to put Trent McDuffie on Nico Collins. Go put, Jalen Watson on a John Mechie or a Dalton Schultz because that is going to be a very favorable matchup for him. So great news on the Jalen Watson injury front. Now let's get into the left tackle update because this has been something that we've talked about on this channel, but seemingly it seems to change all the time. But I think that we have more of a definitive answer that we've kind of known about for a little bit, but Andy Reid just confirmed it. So Andy Reid says there's no final decision made yet on the left tackle position between Joe Thuney and DJ Humphries, says he will discuss the decision with coaches, and he'll also consider what Patrick Mahomes thinks, reiterates Mahomes has faith in both guys. Now, Patrick Mahomes is never going to come out and say, I don't like that guy. I don't trust that guy to be the starting left tackle. He's not that kind of guy. He would never say that. And so this is a decision that I think is between Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Whoever that they decide is the starting left tackle, that's who it's going to be. And so with the way that this has been trending over the last 2 weeks, I would say that DJ Humphries likely gets the start at left tackle. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this just because we've seen Joe Thuney at left tackle. We've even seen him against this Texans pass rush, and he didn't allow a sack. So there's more of a uncertainty with DJ Humphries as a left tackle, but the ceiling is also higher. So the Chiefs are counting on Joe Thuney moving back to left guard, making this offensive line stronger with DJ Humphries being the left tackle. And they're going to figure out ways to help him out. They'll chip with the running back. They'll chip with a tight end. But I think they're banking on the upside of Humphries being better than Joe Thuney's upside because Joe Thuney's upside at left guard is significantly higher. I mean, he's an all-pro left guard. He's not an all-pro left tackle. And DJ Humphries isn't either, but he's also a guy that played this position and got drafted to that position in the NFL. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. What would you guys do in this situation? Would you start DJ Humphries? Would you start Joe Thuney? I think that DJ Humphries is likely going to get the go-ahead to start, which again, I've got differing feelings on, but I do trust Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and this coaching staff to make the right decisions. And also, not to discount the Texans defense, because I think they're a great unit, but that pass rush that got to Justin Herbert 4 times, sacked him 4 times, they had 5 tackles for a loss, I believe. That is going to be very hard to replicate against this Chiefs offense. I understand we've got questions at the tackle position, but I don't expect Patrick Mahomes to be holding on to the football that long. I expect we see him get the ball out in under 2.5 seconds. He is going to be hitting Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, obviously Travis Kelce, who's a postseason monster. The Chiefs are going to get the ball out quickly on offense, so those, great defensive ends like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. cannot get to the quarterback, because if the Texans can get to Patrick Mahomes, they have a shot of winning this game. Now, I don't think that is super likely because Andy Reid has had all of this time to sit back and game plan how he would go about attacking that very good pass rush. So I'm not super worried about that. And really, I think the Chiefs are coming into stride at the perfect time. They're getting guys back fully healthy. I was not expecting Jaylen Watson to be a starter in this game. And the only reason that he could be a starter in this game is because the Chiefs got that bye week and he had that extra rest. If he didn't get that extra rest, I mean, he'd still be, dealing with that injury, and he'd be coming back to practice, in the wild card round. So the fact the Chiefs got that bye was so beneficial for guys like Chris Jones and Jaylen Watson, which we talked about earlier this week. The Chiefs are just about to play their best football at the perfect time with all of their guys back fully healthy. The Chiefs are getting healthier at the perfect time, and the Texans are not. The Texans are actually getting worse. They've got a bunch of dudes on their injury report, so we're going to end up seeing who ends up playing, but the Chiefs are going to have health on their side, which I do think is going to be a factor in this game. Not only do they have the health, but they've got the rest, and they also have, 24 days to prepare for this game. And Andy Reid has shown that he is damn near unbeatable coming off of a bye week. So I'm super confident. I think that Jaylen Watson is going to fill in nicely. I don't expect to see him limited in much capacity. He'll probably be good to go for the majority of the game. I expect him to get most of the snaps. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe that's not how the Chiefs will do it coming off of that injury. But listen, he's practiced for 2 weeks. He's been a full go at practice every day this week. He's going to start. He is going to play most of the snaps in this football game. And when Jaylen Watson is on the field, this Chiefs defense is better. So Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below about this injury and also about who is going to be the starting left tackle. We've talked about both of these situations a couple times earlier this week. I did want to give my thoughts in this video though about, the game, and also we're going to preview the game in a live stream probably either tomorrow or later tonight. But the Chiefs are going to go out in this game, and in my opinion, I think they're going to unleash hell. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I don't really expect it to be very close. This is going to be one of those classic Chiefs games where the Chiefs get up early, they kind of get to a really good lead, and the Texans score some garbage time points to make this game look closer than it actually was. Very similar to the first game where the Chiefs could have put up easily 35 points. They elected not to, and so the final score of that game being 27-19, it looked a lot better for the Texans when in reality they got dominated. So I think we're going to see a very similar outcome in this game. Expect a 35-point performance. I think with the offense being fully healthy, they should be clicking on all cylinders. So that's kind of my brief, quick thoughts on this game. Again, we're going to get more into that in the live stream later tonight and also just over the course of the next day and a half. So guys, that's all I have for this video. Again, Jaylen Watson is expected to be the starter against the Texans on Saturday, and they're expecting to see either DJ Humphries or Joe Thuney at left tackle. If I was to bet, it's probably going to be DJ Humphries. So Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, go Chiefs.